Hi, I'm Amy with Concordia Supply. Today, Sharon Stratmoen from the team at Group Publishing is with me. Today, we're going to talk about Jerusalem Marketplace VBS, the most unique VBS out there. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for having me with you today.
Oh, you are welcome. It's our pleasure, really. I'm excited for you to share about Jerusalem Marketplace. I think this time of year, VBS directors are really in those most important decisions about VBS, which theme is best going to support our church. And Jerusalem Marketplace is such a unique one in the VBS options out there. So let's just jump right in, telling them about Jerusalem Marketplace. What is so unique about this theme?
Well, right out of the gate, the thing that is so unique is that kids are going to be immersed into a Bible Times environment and they're going to experience the culture from Jesus' day from head to
Yeah.
toe. So you don't have to get on an airplane, but we're going to Jerusalem this summer with our kids. And it's so unique in that it's a full immersion into the culture where they're learning about Jesus from, someone portrays Jesus throughout the week of VBS. So they're learning from people who are actually right alongside Jesus back in Bible times. So that is really a unique piece. The other unique
Mhm.
piece about Jerusalem Marketplace is that it can be run as a kid only VBS, or we actually field test it with families. So it could be a intergenerational program. If you're looking for a program where kids and families come together, this is perfect. I do not know of another VBS out there that has been tested to run with kids and adults of all ages. So that is a
Yeah.
really unique way to doing VBS. And if churches are, coming out of the pandemic, still wanting to keep kids grouped together with their siblings or with a smaller group of kids that they know, having them be with their families, it lends itself beautifully to that. And another
Mm.
unique part of Jerusalem Marketplace is from a volunteer's perspective, because the marketplace has shops that are trade, like the carpentry shop and the potter shop. It really lends itself well to inviting in some of our older members of our church who might
Mm.
have some of those expertise. And so again, think about those volunteers who haven't been as engaged in the life of our church these past few years. It's a great invitation to bring them back into serving in the church in a
Yeah.
really, really lovely way.
Yeah, that does sound fun. So I'll be honest, it sounds a little overwhelming creating old world Jerusalem at my church. How do we do that?
Well, we are going to leave no stone unturned, Amy. We have kind of done some innovation with decorating. To get started, we invite churches to put out a plea to say, hey, who has any of those easy up tents that you might use for a soccer game, a baseball game, a lacrosse game, to shade yourself from the sun or the rain? Those are the perfect place to create your shops for the marketplace. And then you reach out to people in your church and say, hey, does anybody have any sheets or blankets that we could use for VBS? Because then you can create some instant sidewalls by just zip tying those on there. And then you ask for, does anybody have any baskets or palm trees or greenery types of things? I have found when we've used Holy Land at my church, people have more stuff than you need. You ask and it will come. And then once you have it, you can bring it out year over year. And another great place to find decorations is to go to secondhand stores. Go and find some things. One person's trash is a VBS director's treasure. Let me tell you, it's
Amen.
amazing what a little spray paint can do to a piece of pottery that you would not use, but then you can transform it with just a little spray paint. And the TMAC group is trying to make it easy for you too. We actually, for the first time, have a decorating pack that has parts of the front of the set that you can just cut out and mount onto foam core or onto cardboard to make decorating be super easy for your bustling city of Jerusalem Marketplace.
Fantastic. I knew you would have a way. I just wanted you to tell us that it was easy.
It is easy and fun.
Good, good. So you mentioned a marketplace. Let me go back and ask a question for people who've never done Jerusalem Marketplace. What does a day typically look like as a child comes in the morning and is with the church for a couple hours? What do they do?
That is a great question, Amy. So when kids come in, they're going to come in and they're going to be put into a small group called a tribe. You're going to divide your kids up into one of the 12 tribes of Israel. There's going to be a tribe leader and an assistant tribe leader. and then up to 10 kids. So basically a 1-to-5 ratio. And then the day is going to start off with that opening celebration, which is that high energy worship time, introducing the theme for the day, the Bible point. And then they're going to break up into tribe time with their tribe leader, but you're still sitting in the same space that you were for that tribe time. I like to recommend using a large multi-purpose room for Jerusalem Marketplace, because your opening celebration, your tribe time, and then your shops can all be within that big space. If you have a facility that can accommodate that, you certainly could move your shop someplace else, but that opening and that tribe time is going to be in that main meeting space. And then your kids are going to get divided up into 3 different groups to go on some rotations. And that's going to be the marketplace shop, the synagogue school, where kids are going to get to be a kid back in Jesus' day and learn what it was like to be a student and to write Hebrew letters and all those things.
Oh,
And
wow.
then they'll go to the village playground, where they'll get to play games from back in Jesus' day. And a really unique piece of Jerusalem Marketplace is that the Bible rotation happens during the opening celebration this year. So for those of you who have used our Holy Land Adventure programs, that is a change in this one. It's really unique and really exciting. To the kids, it might seem like an unplanned drama is unfolding, and that's the excitement of that. But to you as the director and the team, you'll know that you have a team of actors who are serving on that drama team. And then the end of the day, kids come back after that rotation of the village playground, the synagogue school, and the marketplace, and they go back into a tribe time. And tribe time is so unique because during opening and closing tribe time, they are exploring some of the Jewish traditions. And so they're going to be saying the Shema, and they're going to be lighting a candle, and just all of those traditions that are so rich in the Jewish heritage, and then making the connection from that to where Jesus fits into that and our relationship and following Jesus. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, exciting experience for kids during that tribe time. And tribes are like little families. They hang out together. They go to the marketplace together, to the game rotation. And another thing that's unique in closing tribe time, that's where they have their snack, which is some homemade bread, or you can use frozen bread dough if you don't want to get out the flour and the sugar and the yeast and all that. It works well too. And then we end our day with that high energy closing celebration worship time, where we'll wrap up the day with worship and recap what has happened. So it's a bustling time in Jerusalem, Amy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is. It sounds like it's kind of a what I would call a culturally immersive experience where,
Absolutely.
they're going back in time, but they're going to see people dressed up in robes and wearing different clothes and experiencing a completely different setting.
We even actually put out a rack of costumes at the beginning of the week, and we invite kids if they want to dress up, because all
Oh,
of your leaders are going to be in a Bible Times tunic. And it's amazing to see how from the first day of VBS, when there's just a few kids, to the end of the week of VBS, where everybody wants to have a costume, even those fifth
yeah.
grade boys who sometimes could
Yep.
be need a little encouraging to put on a tunic, but they love it
Oh,
so much.
I would love it too. So you've mentioned the marketplace many times. Let's drill in on that just a little bit, because to me that's what makes this so unique.
Right.
What can this marketplace look like? What happens there?
The marketplace can be as many shops or as few shops as you want to have. And there are craft kits that make it simple. So you can go to the weaving shop and you can weave a cloth for unleavened bread, which is very traditional in the Jewish culture. You can go to the wood shop and you can make a dreidel, or you can make a measuring stick. It's really
Mm,
authentic things that people back in Jesus' day would be exploring and using. And Group makes it easy by providing some craft kits for you to use in that. But then there's other stations like the potter's shop, where you can have somebody bring a potter's wheel in and they can make simple pinch pots or coil pots. We even have an animal option. You can have some kind of little petting zoo option. I recommend that station being outside for obvious reasons. I may have tried that inside once in my ministry time, but outside's good for that. So there, and again, you can scale those shops depending on the number of kids you have. There are up to 10 shops that you can have, or you could just open a couple of shops depending on your volunteer capacity and how many
mm,
kids you have each day. So it's super flexible, lots of flexibility in there.
good. It sounds like, originally I was thinking, wow, this is really for big churches. But what you just said, that you can choose the number of shops, that makes it scalable down to even a smaller size church.
Absolutely, absolutely. We know
Okay.
churches who've done Jerusalem Marketplace with 10 kids and 1,000 kids and everything in between.
Mm,
It's very, very, very scalable. And one thing I
good.
will mention is because we are in a Bible Times culture, there isn't a separate preschool program like our
Mm,
other VBS programs have. They are part of the Israelite family, and so you wouldn't divide your family up, right? When you go, they're
mhm.
all together, and so there are preschool tips woven in through the station leader manuals, especially in the marketplace shop, activities of how you adapt and have certain supplies available just for your preschoolers. For instance, if they're at the jewelry shop, instead of using a hammer and hammering a metal disc, we recommend having some chenille stems and some big chunky wooden beads so your preschoolers can make a bracelet for them that isn't going to endanger their fingers by using a little
Yeah,
hammer. So lots of little
yeah,
tips in there to engage
yeah.
preschoolers as well.
That's fantastic.
And there's also a family devotional that you can send home after
Mm,
VBS. There's 10 follow-up family devotions, which I think is another really unique piece to Jerusalem Marketplace. You also could use it leading up to your kickoff for VBS. I know churches that have used it that way, where they say, hey, we're getting so excited. In 10 days, VBS is going to begin and the marketplace will be open and we can't wait for you. So there's that available as well.
okay. So for churches who have done Group's Holy Land Adventure series before, and Jerusalem Marketplace is another great version from the Holy Land Adventure series. You mentioned one thing that's different and new this year, moving where the Bible story comes out. Is there anything else new that they'll find in their starter kits this year?
Yes, there are two other things that come to mind. One is if your church prefers to have that plus digital kit, for many years we have used the USB, and we have heard from our churches that on occasion that USB gets misplaced or something happens with your computer and doesn't like it. And so we now have changed to the new digital download center. So as a director, you would set up, and this is free, when you purchase the digital kit, it's part of that. You set up your login and then you share that with all of the members on your VBS team. And so file sharing for Jerusalem Marketplace has really had a time machine innovation in that you don't have to walk around that USB anymore. It's super easy. And then the other thing is that we have heard from directors that even though our Bible Times adventures are Bible Times, we'd kind of like some 21st century innovation with decorating. And so this year we have created a giant decorating poster pack. And so you can use those posters and just simply, as I mentioned earlier, cut them out and put them onto foam core or cardboard and create that front part for your Jerusalem Marketplace VBS. So decorating has gotten even easier this summer.
Yeah, great. Well, again, thanks to you and the team at Group, you've given us another great addition to this Holy Land Adventure series, Jerusalem Marketplace. It's unique, it's fun, and I know it's going to impact the hearts of kids and families all across the world this summer. So I'm excited for churches to be a part of it. VBS directors and children's ministry leaders, if you're curious to learn more about Jerusalem Marketplace, log on to concordiasupply.com. There you can learn more about this theme, but you can also download samples of the leader guides to read more in depth of what it may look like and how your church might experience it. You can listen to the great music, which has that great ethnic feel that honors that old Jewish tradition. You can also then look at the decorating and the Bible content, all that good stuff that makes up VBS, you'll find at concordiasupply.com. And then next steps, order your starter kit. That's going to answer all of your questions. If not all, then the team at Group is there and ready to answer questions. My team here at Concordia Supply, we're also ready to support you and help you. In fact, you can reach out to me directly. Here's my email address. It's Amy, spelled A-M-Y, Amy at concordiasupply.com. We'd love to serve you with your resources and support you in your summer VBS ministry. Sharon, thanks again for joining us today. And VBS directors, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a blessed day.